Hello, welcome to another video, and this one we're looking at the single cable push again, which I've shown before, but this time a couple of different versions where we've got like a more explosive stepping action. Alright, so anyone not familiar, this is the standard basic version of the single cable push. Great exercise in its own right this way, so working the anterior sling, obviously chest and shoulders and obliques, all that sort of stuff. So you can see the split stance here that I'm standing in. This is the key to all of the base being strong enough so I can rotate around through my core and not lose my balance. Alright, so I need a stable base. Now where it gets interesting is where I'm going to actually change this stance from being a contralateral stance where I've got right leg forward with the left arm pushing, which is how I'd normally do it, but now we're going to start ipsilateral, which is left leg and left arm on the same side, because I now want to get on the move. And this very first part I just drop low and step forward with an explosive push. So the legs get more involved here, so you can see how I'm really quite low. So I'm loading up this leg, but this foot here is actually really being used quite pronounced, so calf strength and foot strength is a real big key here. Obviously the core being wound up like a spring, so it's being wound up so that I can explode forward. Alright, so much harder than it looks. So the weight that you could do when you're standing still, you probably won't be able to do when you're on the move like this, especially at first, until you really get good at it. And it really does take a lot out of you. Alright, so you have to be quite stable, really loaded up. Sometimes you might have to just gather yourself on that step back. You might be able to get them all out in a row smoothly like I showed then. So I think I make a few mistakes on this side. So now you can see I've set up right arm, right leg in front, when normally it would be the other way. Alright, and you've got to get that nice low stance, load up into it, and explode out of the legs. So I didn't quite get enough of a step forward there. So I'm just adjusting my stance, getting a bit more comfortable, and then once I get a better stance, see, I really move forward that time. And yeah, and like I said before, it's hard to try and always get them once all in a row. You might just have to reset each time. Alright, but this is a really good exercise that really develops some considerable power as much as the strength. So a lot of the other ones that I've shown you, probably they're all good, great exercises, but they have a different purpose. So this one's more about an explosive takeoff. Now if I wanted to take it a step further, I could really try to focus on that backward part that I said was hard. So you only really want to do this one once you've mastered the previous one. So now this is more emphasizing the back part. So I'm going to jump forward and jump back, and I was kind of out of time with that. So I've got to push forward and land at the same time. Alright, and you kind of regather yourself. You can see I lost it again. So you gather yourself, explode out of it, push, jump back and land at the same time. If I can do that well, I won't get pulled backward by the machine. Alright, so you see me do a couple in the right hand. So again, I'm starting right arm and right leg loaded up, and then I explode out of it. This is my stronger leg, so I'm a little bit better on this side. And then, yeah, each time you've got to land low. If I straighten up at all, the cable would pull my torso back, and I would fall back into the machine. So if I went upright here, the force of it would just pull me backwards. So I have to stay loaded low, really low into my legs, and with that kind of bent over posture. Again, using the arms. All of this has got to happen in the blink of an eye. That's why these are hard to get right. But if you do get them right, they really make a big difference to things like being able to walk and run faster. Obviously, just building strength into the legs, core, and all those, and arms as well, obviously, because they're pushing it. But it's actually kind of more of a leg exercise than an arm one, where originally it's more of an arm one. All right, so anyway, so that's a couple of good variations you can use with the cable push that progress from some of the other ones that I've shown recently. All right, so hope you've enjoyed that, and see you on our next one.